that you unintentionally entered this complex, probably toxic, somewhere in the foundation, relationship slash friendship. Hey, I am back. It has been a while, and I'm not even going to go into what in the world is going on with this channel outside of every time I try to record, whether it's a vlog or it's a sit down, I never finish it because so either the battery dies, something comes up, I get annoyed, and I just put the camera to the side. But I'm gonna do less of stressing over the content of this channel and just go with the flow. When things come to me, I'm gonna post, I'm gonna upload, because really the objective of this there are two parts to this channel. One, it's to provide a business perspective to those who are mental health professionals who want to go into the field as entrepreneurs, as business owners. And then the other half of it is psychoeducation. So we're going to be talking about different topics that typically do come up in therapy. And so as you can see by the title of today's video, how to know that you are obsessed with healing. Yes, I'll say that one more time because it is a thing and it is possible. All right, y'all, so let's talk. Are you obsessed with healing? So what do I even mean by that? Well, for one, are you overly obsessed and compulsively always trying to fix yourself? Like there are no gaps, there are no breaks, you are just always trying to fix yourself. You engage in toxic positivity, right? Or to a point where you don't even allow yourself to feel, although maybe unfavorable, but very natural human emotions. So sadness, anger, discontent. You get upset with yourself when you're angry. You get upset with yourself when you're upset. All very natural human emotions that we are still supposed to experience. Are you obsessively and compulsively trying to be this person who wasn't or who isn't the person that you don't want to no longer want to be seen as? So my light went out, and in the past that would have been one of the reasons I would have stopped recording, but we're not going to do that today. We're going to keep going. Self-help is one of the best things any human being can do for themselves, and in no way am I negating that. In fact, I want to reinforce the act of bettering oneself, self-improvement, self-elevation, increasing your emotional intelligence, your social skills, and all of those things, just to have a healthier, better life. But you can actually do too much, especially when it's getting in the way of your humanness. If your healing journey has stopped you from being social, then that's something to take a closer look at, something to assess. Now, I don't mean that you're no longer social in a sense where you've stopped, going into toxic environments. You've stopped hanging out with people who are no good for you. You're no longer engaging in social behaviors that are actually a detriment to both your physical and emotional wellness. That's not what I'm talking about. What I do mean is that you are isolating yourself, not spending time alone. That's very different, but you are isolating yourself because you are obsessed with becoming this better person. It's so important, and I implore you to consider that if you spend too much time alone or you isolate yourself to the point where you are just not being social at all, you actually will end up creating some social deficits, and that's not what you want in your self-improvement journey. The next thing, if your healing journey keeps you from being financially sound, then there's a problem. Here's where I'm going with that. A lot of individuals, when they are on their healing journey, and it makes sense, there's a reason for it, they spend a lot of money on different things. So self-healing books, retreats, conferences, there's a lot of things that you end up spending money on, and there's nothing wrong with that. However, if you are now struggling to pay your bills because all of your money is going there, this is something that you need to assess. And or all you are doing is actually acquiring information and knowledge. The next sign is that it is keeping you from being able to see the progress that you are making because of how hyper-focused you are on being better and improving. You're probably making a lot of progress, but if you are compulsively looking for the next thing that will make you, a better human without assessing where you've come from and how you got here, then you're probably obsessed, with healing and just being this different person. The next thing, if it makes you inflexible, Inflexibility is not a healthy thing. If you find that your self-improvement journey is making you this inflexible person, now aside from boundaries, boundaries is something that are a must and that you need, especially to progress through your journey. However, boundaries does not equate to inflexibility. And if you are becoming an inflexible person, especially in your thinking, then something to look at as well. And then lastly, you are trauma bonding. You may be obsessed with healing if you start to trauma bond. You are finding individuals and you're bonding with individuals who you feel, and maybe they can, but you feel like they can relate to you. They get it. So then what you will find is that you unintentionally enter this complex, probably toxic, somewhere in the foundation, relationship slash friendship that feels like a genuine connection. And it is genuine because of the intention behind it, but the outcome is probably going to be a detriment to the self-healing journey that you're actually obsessed with. So yeah, those are some ways to recognize that maybe you are obsessed. And if you are, I do recommend talking to your therapist about it. It could be something that your therapist has picked up on. Maybe it's something that, through this video, it's kind of shedding light, like, oh my gosh, maybe I am indeed obsessed. And if you are, there are things that can be done about it. But this video was just a highlight and help you to see, kind of help you to assess that maybe this happens to be you.